Second to last episode of season 1 of the Apothecary Diaries, episode 23. Let's see now what's going to happen between Lakan and Mao Mao. Let's watch it together. Oh, see? This is Mao Mao's mother. And the pieces like a chess. Wow. Oh, as I told you, she wants to play chess. No, no, no. I hope it will not happen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Of course, it's not about Pyrin. Maybe she's talking about her mother. But she can handle it. Okay. Mm. Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing too. Mm. Wait and see, Jinshi. Trust her. I trust her for sure. Jinshi hopes that she drinks the right. It seems a little bit like shogi. No, but I think she's doing this on purpose or because there's a reason behind that. Don't worry, Jinshin. Why do you want her to live with you? I wonder. Oh no, it's a nightmare, but I think she has something else in her mind. Oh, so she won. Yeah, he didn't. She didn't put the poison. Yeah. Okay, so she won. Oh, this is Lacan's background story. Okay. Okay, so it's an illness so that he has that he can't. Okay. Yeah, that's where he met her mother. Okay, the nails. Yeah, Fonshan. Wow. So he could see her. That's very beautiful. She's amazing. Okay. And then what happened? Ah, exactly. Mm. Yeah. But then she had a baby, so okay. With him. Okay. Wow. Okay. And mm, she liked him. Okay. So she was what? He didn't have enough money. Exactly. Mm. Maybe she's gonna tell him that she wants to be with him if she wins. I'm curious. Let's see. And she sings it even now. I mean, now that Mao Mao is at the Rare Palace. Mm.
後継の医官になったと思ったら追放だと一族の面汚しだ優秀なのに相変わらず容量が悪いお前は奴と親交が深かっただろう家を出てしばし留学しろ留学
And in fact, he went, yeah.
しかしなんだいえ何でもありません
But he didn't want to leave.
上司である父に
Yeah. He didn't want to leave her.
抜け話が破談になったと本線から赴任
Oh no.
私も半年ほどで戻れるだろうと
Hmm.
高をくくっていた。その時
But she was pregnant already. Right.
まさか戻るのに3年もかかるとは思いもしなかった。
She left lots of letters. She gave birth with that, I think.
土くれいや、これだかしかも2つ違う。これはユビキ、そんな呪いが流行っているのは知っていた。
Oh no.
抜け話が破談になった原因、あの袋に入っていたもう一つの小さな指輪、なぜ気づけなかったのか。このシャンチしか頭でなかった。こんな簡単な答えにすらたどり着けなかった。おいさんはおい、もう死んでるもんいない。
That's a bottom.
少し考えれば分かったはずだ。眠気の破談、その原因は本社の花には店の名を汚し、信用の価値が地に落ちた妓女がたどる末路。
Yeah.
夜高のごとく客を取り、いずれどんなに嘆いたところで時は戻らない。何もかも短絡的だった自分が招いたことだ。 ここは六章館か。
お目覚めですか？
メイメイ、
どこぞの基準の使いの方が連れてきたんですよ。それにしてもひどい顔色。赤いというか青いというか。
私とてこうなるつもりはなかったよ。まさかあんなに強い酒だとは思わなくてね。メイメイは昔本線のもとで看護をしていた。
Yeah.
メイメイとはよく遊んでやった。筋がいいと褒めたらもじもじしていた。そういえば、
どうかなさいましたか？
いや、なんでもない。
はい、どうぞ。
ああ、
マオマオが作ったそうですよ。それと、こちらの箱もマオマオが。
Now he lost and she won, so probably.
枯れたそう。
たとえ枯れたとしても、形を保つことができるんですね。ねえねえ姉さん。失礼します。
Finally, we had the chance to understand the background story of what happened between Mao Mao's mother and Lacan. Most of the times, not just for anime, but even in our real world, we have a perception of some characters. We have an idea of them. At the end of the day, until we don't know what these characters have felt throughout the time. We can't judge them so easily. Yeah, the problem is that how they become makes us want to create a definition of their characters. But as soon as we understand why they become like that, and that's to me the most interesting part of a story. I mean, you know that what I really like to know is the background story. I want to know where they come from, what are their experiences, and everything. So as soon as I noticed this story, that made me understand that yeah, Lacan is very strategic, and he has a deep mind, because no matter what happened in his life, I mean, the difficulty to see the faces of people and to try to convert these into something else, that means to realize about their voices, to check their behavior, to define them in other ways rather than seeing their faces, that this is already a huge problem he had to face in his life. As soon as he met Mao Mao's mother, we see that he can see that face. And that face was totally different from all the others. That's why, little by little, he fell in love with her. And we understand that because as soon as he knew that she was bought already, he had the fear of not seeing her again. And he had to wait every time 3 months to see her. Until, of course, she got pregnant because they had that night together. And I think that Mao Mao is the result not just of a night of a passion. I think Mao Mao is the result of love somehow. Because Mao Mao's mother could see in him someone that had something in common with her. And he didn't want to treat her as a courtesan, but he was treating her as an adversary, a person who can play with her fairly and firmly, a person who he respected a lot. And that's why, in my opinion, the result that is a Mao Mao is a concentration of, and it's a combination of many good things. Even if Mao Mao thought at this point, throughout all this time, that he didn't care about her mom, that he didn't care about her too, but the point was that Lacan was forced to go abroad, and he had a vision of things. He thought that he would have left for 6 months only, while 3 years have gone through, and he didn't even know what happened. So the desperation we see in him after realizing all the letters that he received, and even the confirmation that that she was pregnant, and he knew already that if she would be pregnant, then all her reputation was falling apart. She would have turned into nothing. But he didn't know. So I understand the feeling he feels, because he feels guilty. He feels that it's always his fault that everything happened, that his life condemned him twice. After not being able to recognize people from from their faces, then he has another curse. That is the fact that the loved one, I mean, the woman he loved, was confined, was put in a cage, and he couldn't even see his baby. So I wanted to try to put myself in his position in this episode, and I feel that the way he became was comprehensible somehow. So when he was saying, look, if I win, I want you to live with me, because with that sentence, that makes you understand that he tries to repair from the mistakes he made. But on the contrary, Mao Mao now is too grown up, and she doesn't want to live with him because it's pointless. I mean, even if I go and live with you, that doesn't mean that I feel something for you because I've never met you, because I've never spent a time with you. And the only things I know is that you left my mother aside. She was left in pure pain, but you didn't care because you were abroad. But Mao Mao doesn't understand that, on the contrary, as soon as he understood what happened, he was destroyed inside. So I understand both sides, you know. The side of Mao Mao who doesn't want to get in touch with him, and if she wins, he can buy a courtesan. And I don't know if the courtesan Mao Mao wants him to buy is the mother. It would be awesome because they have the chance to meet again, and even if everything happened and something that bad happened, things can go back to normal. I don't know if this is what Mao Mao wants him to do, because that was the initial plan. I mean, I think that, you know, of course, it was said that even Lakan wanted to buy Mao Mao's mother, but he couldn't do that because he didn't have enough money, and because he was not the elder son who had to inherit everything. But now he has a chance because Mao Mao gives him the chance to put everything back together, like all the pieces of a chess that reach the checkmate. So let's see if what I think is happening, but definitely Mao Mao doesn't need to live with him. Nothing is gonna turn into what he wants. And at the same time, I think Mao Mao needs to stay with the Jinshi because that's the life she chose and it has to be respected. If you impose your will to someone, then this person is gonna leave lots of troubles. It's gonna live his or her life as for a nightmare. In that case, Lakan should leave her alone to decide where she want to stay. Also because she was born in a context that she knows pretty well, and at the same time, she still feels angry about what happened to her mom. It would be such an imposition that could be nothing good to her. And I think with the Jinshi, she found her place, and sooner or later, she will understand that Jinshi is her person. So let's see how this goes on, because in this case, Mao Mao comes from a brothel and she was supposed to be a courtesan, but she's not. And Jinshi is a super powerful man in the rare palace, okay? And it's like as if the story is repeating, but this time things will go differently. Jinshi's not like Lakan. Jinshi, even if he abandoned the idea to be the heir of the rare palace, I think that things will go differently. I think that Jinshi will regain the power that he was supposed to have, and Mao Mao will stay next to him. That's what I believe that the story goes on. But let's stay tuned and keep on watching, because the next time we will reach at the end, episode 24 of season 1 of the Apothecary Diaries. So stay tuned and keep on watching me. Thank you so much for the support, and see you in the next video.